Hey, we went live early to give you more time to gather all of your friends about it. It's been a couple of weeks where we haven't done the full show. So we'll see if this week is the special this week has all the people we need. We don't know. You never know. It could go any way. But we'll see. We will see. It is Thursday. It is nearly 7 o'clock, which is close enough. We could throw a stone at it.
It is basically 7 o'clock.
Yes, we're basically 7 o'clock, and it is going to be Friday tomorrow. We've got some hockey tonight. Is that right? Is there hockey tonight?
We have hockey tonight.
That's pretty exciting. So hopefully we'll catch some of that. And yeah, let's see what else. We found out. We just were talking to a friend and found out that you go to hell if you lie to an old person even just once, which I did not know.
But the old person has to be 85 years or older.
And also animals, if you lie to animals. So I'm going
to hell, Stanley.
The number of times that I have fake thrown a ball to like a dog, I'm going deep in hell. So that's a very unfortunate thing that I just found out.
Did you say you're going very deep?
Very deep into hell. So so yeah, there are things we have learned. Nobody is here yet, which is interesting. I thought maybe people would filter in early because we fired up early. But then again, Facebook was down and Melissa's first. Facebook went down. Did everybody else have that problem, by the way, that Facebook, apparently Instagram as well? Emily is second. Barbine here. Donuts and milk for dinner. That sounds delicious. I saw somebody making fun of police officers all crowded around a donut shop, and I realized that we always talk about like, oh, ha ha ha, police officers and donuts, and then I realized that we all make the like donut police officer joke, but we also all like donuts.
Donuts are fucking dope.
Right? Like what we should be is like, cops eat donuts because they fucking know where it's at.
I didn't get this fat by not eating donuts.
Right. So I'm not sure why we look down upon them for that. There are plenty of things you can maybe be critical about, but donut consumption seems like they're right on track for that. I mean, that's the part that I would like about it. Empanadas and dirty brown sugar boba tea for dinner tonight. All right.
Ian found kind bars in a trash bin at work, and that's his dinner.
Seems like an unkind bar to me. I'll be honest. I'm actually in the car, bringing them home right now.
What kind of empanadas?
Yeah, what kind of empanadas did you get?
I'm going to a hotel this weekend in Luray, Virginia, and one of the things on their spring menu is duck empanadas.
Oh. Barbine likes cops and donuts. Yeah, depending on the situation, I think that they can both be very good. I've definitely had both.
Can someone post the Zoom link? Oh, Apple House Donuts.
Yeah.
So maybe you don't know this, but Michael Warner Barbine is from Linden, Virginia.
What? That's where he lives now?
That's where his family.
That's where his family is. Okay. Apple House does us. They have the apple cider donuts. They're very good. So
I've never had one.
No, never had one. All right, interesting. I think you might be able to pick them up at the gas station there.
Yeah.
To go, but I think they're better if you go and get them fresh.
Maybe we'll do that one day.
That is the jam that you may want to try. So,
beef, chicken, mushroom, and cheese, separate, not together.
Wait, so there's 4 empanadas: a beef, a chicken, and mushroom, and a cheese empanada? Because I would have eaten all those together, no problem.
Beef, chicken, mushroom, cheese.
Yeah. I'm on board. I'd have no problem with that at all. You could do beef or chicken and then mushroom and cheese. That'd be fine.
Beef, mushroom, and cheese, I think.
Yeah. Chicken, mushroom, cheese. I'd be in.
There's the Pasti shop in Vienna, and they do a chicken Florentine, which is chicken, mushrooms, leeks, and a creamy sauce.
Right. But you don't want an empanada that leaks. I'll be honest.
No.
That would be very unfortunate.
Oh, look at those little furry worms.
Look at that. Tiny little cats. Little kittens,
2
one
beef,
might
2
say.
2 mushroom, 1 cheese, 1 chicken.
Strong. I feel like more cheese. I'm not sure why we're skimping on the cheese.
They're very heavy, the cheese empanadas.
They're delicious. It's cheese. I understand the chicken having one. I get that, right? But I just don't know that I understand why you go light on the cheese options. No Twitch notification. I'm very sorry. I don't know why that has occurred.
Hey,
It
Melissa,
says
how did
we're
your
on
watch
Twitch.
party go?
Yeah.
It was as dismal as we were expecting.
Oh.
What is the premise of Seaspiracy, and why should we not watch it?
So at its core, it's bringing up a lot of issues that there are with fisheries.
Okay.
But the guy just didn't do his research, and he didn't really he actually didn't speak to any fishery scientists or anyone who works in sustainable fisheries, and he just sort of made these like very broad generalizations.
Like they have fish in them?
Well, like he basically was just like, there is no such thing as a sustainable fishery, and really what it comes down to is he's a vegan and he does all these different documentaries, and his big thing is he's pushing just for veganism, but then he's like he doesn't do any of the research about how, like, well, if we all go vegan, like how much land are we going to lose because we need to grow more food, and like what the impact on
Interesting. Okay.
environment is. Like, so he just talks about like, I love the ocean and I didn't know anything about this, and then he like, there's some racism in it because it's like killing of whales by the Japanese is horrible, but when they do it in the Faroe Islands and it's white people, well, that's sustainable, and I understand, like, yeah. And then he basically called out a few NGOs who are working on the problem and said that they were benefiting from unsustainable fisheries. So now those people that I know and have worked with are getting death threats.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, because people
vegans.
are like, basically he came in and said like fisheries, scientists, corporations, and governments are all working together to basically deplete the ocean of all fish, which is not true. There are definitely a lot of issues. And like I said, there are lots of scientists working on it, but he didn't go into that. And then all the research he used, it was very interesting. He used papers that came out years ago that have been negated and actually like pulled out of publication because there's so many issues with them, which doesn't happen that often, but he found all of those and used them as his basis.
He used all of them.
He found all of them.
Yeah. So I'd been hearing stuff and seeing things on Twitter, and I was just like, a lot of the people I work with, we were like, let's just watch it so we know what everyone's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But if we get questions, we can respond. And when we were watching it, we were just like, oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's one of those, like, I want people to know about this, but
not this way.
No, he's using information that's old and outdated or has been refuted, and
it's proof that if you want to believe something, you can pretty much find like a way to substantiate it.
Right. And there was definitely sort of this like, oh, I'm a hero because I've seen this and I'm doing this for you, and it's so dangerous for me to be getting this video, and like, I'm such a good guy because I'm going vegan after this. And it's like, dude, you were already a vegan, you just didn't tell people that. Like, it was just a lot of weird. He's done his other one is called Cowspiracy, so it's about like not eating beef. Yeah.
Okay.
And then they were like, the company that he did this under has done like 3 other sort of not really correct documentaries that all the end result is always like, you must become a vegan. That's the only way that we're ever going to solve anything.
Yeah.
So
Ian is leaving us, but has left us answers for trivia.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. He has pre-answered the first half of the show. That is good. Robbie the Robot, Waterloo, Euclidean space.
Euclidean 3 space.
Oh, Euclidean 3 space. The African swallow bird. Canola oil. You have a fact about canola oil. Sputnik, Keith Richards, potassium, Telavira tile,
and Ankh-Morpork.
And Ankh-Morpork. What is the fact that you know about canola oil?
Canola oil and rapeseed oil are the same fucking thing.
Yeah, do you know that?
People pay 4 times as much for rapeseed oil, and it's the goddamn same.
Do you know what canola oil is made out of? No? Do you know what it stands for? You would think it's the oil of a canola, right?
Yeah. It's on the, like, if you get canola oil and it has a flour on it, that's the rapeseed flour.
Yeah.
And canola oil stands for Canada oil because Canada is the largest producer of rapeseed oil.
Yeah. So it's like Pennzoil. It's just Canada oil. You're getting rapeseed oil. And if you get rapeseed oil, you're actually paying more for it. Yeah. So it's like paying less for the Patagonian toothfish than you do for your, what is it?
Chilean sea bass.
Yes, the Chilean sea bass that they've renamed. So yeah, that's it's all trickery. That yeah, Caitlin was stomping around,
I was so mad.
being like, "Oh, what the hell?"
I have never purchased rapeseed oil. I prefer to cook with olive oil.
Mm-hmm.
So isn't rapeseed oil, so rapeseed, if I remember correctly, that's the fields of gold that Sting sings about?
Yes.
Oh,
they're
really?
golden flowers.
Okay.
Yep.
There's some brand of canola oil that has it on the label.
Is the name of the like plant? Is it a rape plant? Is it?
No, I think it's a rapeseed plant.
But we can't name a plant after its seed. Like we don't have sunflower seed flowers, right? Like that doesn't make sense.
It's a rapeseed plant.
What?
I'm sorry.
But what
It
are
is
the,
related to mustard, cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, and turnip.
what are the names of the seeds for it?
It is also known as rape and oilseed rape.
Hold on. Is there a rapeseed seed?
Well, there must be.
Right? If I want to plant rapeseed, what do I plant?
Rapeseed seed.
All right. Okay.
It is cultivated mainly for its oil-rich seed.
What if I wanted to go and get rapeseed seeds from the field? Would I be reaping my rapeseed seeds?
Its higher classification is cabbages.
It's a cabbage.
It's a cabbage.
In a way, it's cabbage oil.
Cabbages.
Good old cabbage oil. Mmm.
I'm going to try to squish cabbages and get oil now.
That doesn't sound good.
Cabbages.
I would not cook with cabbage oil. That's gonna be a little funky. It's got a low smoke point, I feel like.
Lots of farts.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna miss the kitten naming contest. Kitten naming contest?
Ooh.
What? Oh, now I know what the surprise was. I thought it was the kittens, which was not a surprise because Nico with kittens is basically her natural state. But
And Mordecai politely sitting in the background like, I guess we have more kittens now.
yes. She just
I
comes
think
home and
there
goes,
should be
kittens!
a
And he's like,
theme to the
"Yay."
kittens.
You what?
There's 4 kittens, and I think they should be named in a theme.
Rapeseed, cabbage,
Caught them this morning. It makes it sound like she went fishing.
canola, and Kevin.
Mustard. Kevin. So we went to the zoo, the National Zoo one time, and they
Yeah.
have a river otter exhibit.
Yep.
And we saw literally 0 river otters in the river otter exhibit. But
They're
there
very
was this
elusive.
really informational sign that said, our river otters, and there were apparently a shit ton of them, they're named from a naming contest. I guess people applied for the right to name all of the otters, and then one business or company won, and it was a Whole Foods market, and so they named all of the otters after foods. So there was like zucchini and parsnip
Avocado.
and avocado, and then there was the last one on the list was named Kevin. Zucchini, parsnip, avocado, potato, Kevin.
And you're like, God damn it, Kevin, we had a theme going.
Right?
Jesus.
Fucking Kevin.
Kevin always ruining it. I see how cranky Pharaoh Mom is in the back corner. She is spicy. Oh.
That's what they call my cat at the vet. They call her Spicy.
Spicy, extra spicy. Our cat is not too terrible around the house, but if it gets around a bunch of strangers, it does not want to be anywhere near them.
They have now requested that she be slightly sedated to come to the vet's office.
Oh yeah, officially being like,
Yeah.
There's too much.
They want her to
jerk.
go on. Oh, I can't remember the name of it now.
We hit her with a bat.
No.
No, okay. Is that not a thing?
It's a really common thing that you sedate cats with.
A dog.
It's like pretty short acting.
No.
And
Heroin.
Gabapentin. It's
Oh.
gabapentin.
That makes more sense.
And they're like, hey, next time you have to bring her in, could you like call ahead and get some of these drugs and like get enough of them that you can try it out at home once and see if she's okay on it, and then give her a dose before you come in with her.
Oh, she's a jerk.
She's such a dickbag.
She is. She is not a happy cat. Well, she's pretty happy.
She's
I
pretty
think,
happy.
but she is not a
She's
friendly
happy
cat.
with Caitlin.
I made her a little mad today. I was flowering my plants out. What was I doing? I was watering my plants outside.
Nailed it.
And the window in my office was closed. The window in my office is normally open, but the window was closed, and so I sprayed the window because she was laying next to the window on a chair, and she like jumped straight in the air out of the chair and ran away. She was so mad at me. And then when I came back into my office, she was like sulking in the doorway like, you fucking bitch. Okay, Nico says, yes, what's the theme, Caitlin? Well, pursuant to my current interests, maybe they should all be named after herbs that are in my garden. I'm really obsessed with my herb garden right now. I don't think that's a great name for a cat, though, to be honest. We should name them all stripper names,
Why?
like Cinnamon.
Do you want the cats to strip? I don't understand. I mean, they're already naked, so I guess it's kind of, they've already done it.
Cinnamon and Star.
Mm-hmm. I like that now that Danny has walked away, his webcam now thinks that the doorway is a person.
What we
What?
need is male stripper names. Dirk. Dirk, I think, would be a good male stripper name.
Oh, Dirk or Steel.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. That was Ben's stripper name.
You want some of my orange?
Nope, I'm good. Thank you.
I've been informed by a partner that I am grumpy and that I need to make pasta and not yell at him because I'm tired. And it's been 2 weeks and Holy Week and class ending and federal reporting. And I'm just quoting my friend Eve. I have no more shits and fucks to give.
Gotcha.
So fill up your own shit buckets, fuckers.
Mm.
So
The
So
m-
pasta.
And
the
insomnia
media's kind
last
of all
night.
over the place in that. I feel like we could really tighten that up. We could. It's like nobody's gonna believe that comes from Proverbs if we don't switch it up just a little bit.
Which, by the way, Melissa, your present we're becoming, your winning present we're becoming when I get sleep, and it's not Holy Week.
I can wait. There's no need to worry.
I'm still waiting for mine.
I mean, all shipping is taking forever.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then so I bought a bar cart and I complained that it wasn't showing up, and they're like, "Oh, FedEx apparently damaged it." So they ordered me another one. FedEx damaged that one, so they got me a third one. Well, all three have shown up now.
Yeah. I never got.
I don't want it
anything in the
back.
mail.
Right. In all various levels of disrepair. Is that like?
Actually, they were all perfect. I was like,
Oh,
okay, I
really?
don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but they don't want them back, so I'm
Oh,
like,
now
I
you can
guess I'm
stack
gonna-
them. Let's see. So what are we doing time wise? It is past 7:15. I don't think we have enough people. I think we ended up at 8.
We have 7.
7 if you count that Ian left. So that is unfortunate. That's the third week in a row. What we're doing is officially running in, and this is really great news. We may be officially running into the fact that the weather's getting nice and people are getting vaccinated. This may be the beginning of the end.
Announcement.
Yeah.
I'm getting my second vaccine.
Oh. So this may be the beginning of the end of the show.
When are
here.
you getting your second vaccine, Caitlin?
The 15th of April.
Hey,
Guess when I'm getting my vaccine, Caitlin?
The 15th of April? What time? What time? What time? What time?
like a party.
9:50 a.m.
1 p.m.
So
Well,
we
which-
can be tired and funky together.
Yes.
That's fantastic. Rebecca Barden is here. Hello, Rebecca.
Hello.
Nice to see everybody. Say hi to Rebecca, a good friend of ours from
Way
years
back.
and years ago. We've known her for a long time, and her lovely husband Tom,
With an H.
with an H, Thom, if you may. And he was in the armed services, and that meant that Becca was off in Germany for a while.
Mhm.
Got to learn all about the Germans.
Germany's.
And now is in, like, let's see, where is it? Bealton or something like that?
Bealton.
Is that right? Am I nailing that?
The middle of effing nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Not super close, but a
But
nice
beautiful.
little area. I feel like, is that near the Moo-Through?
It's very close to the Moo-Through.
The Moo-Through, which is a place where you can go and get ice cream through a drive-through, which is a brilliant.
And the ice cream is
Invention.
made with local milk. So
Mhm.
it's like fresh milk, and they put fresh whipped cream on top of it.
But it is not sustainable, so you have to go vegan.
So you have to go vegan.
That's what we learned.
Yep.
Nothing is sustainable, so you have to go vegan.
They also have hot dogs. Can you eat those?
No, definitely not, because those are made out of vegans.
Hmm.
And that's not sustainable because there's not enough vegans. Yeah, best milkshakes, definitely.
Such good.
Oh,
milkshakes.
so good. And I feel like, and then you get the whipped cream on top, which is really good. Although I feel like, did we say the whipped cream has like a little lemon or something to it? I feel like there was
It
something.
has like almost a brown sugary kind of
Oh,
taste
that's
to
what
it.
it was.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's like cookie dough-ish tasting.
So definitely go to Bealton and get a milkshake once you are allowed to go out
Perhaps
into the
a
world.
cinnamon milkshake. That is Shane Birdsinger's preferred milkshake.
Oh, cinnamon.
He got a cinnamon milkshake
All
from
right.
there.
I'm good with
Delicious.
vanilla. I'm a big vanilla person. I know that people say like vanilla is boring, but I think that that's
Good
fantastic.
vanilla is really
I'm
good.
with you.
Yeah.
I like vanilla.
And people
And
are
then you
like,
can add anything to it if you want.
I used
Yeah.
to think vanilla was bullshit, and now I really appreciate good vanilla.
yeah. And everybody's like, what's the best ice cream flavor? And the answer is vanilla, because technically everything else uses it. Right?
Yeah.
You put vanilla in order to make chocolate. You use vanilla ice cream in order to make pralines and cream. Like anything that you do has vanilla in it. So master race here, the best flavor of all time, absolutely vanilla. You just don't know it. If you're like, I like chocolate chip cookie dough, what you're saying is I like vanilla and I also like cookie dough.
I don't think you're allowed to say master race.
No? All right. I don't know.
That sounds a
Oh,
little.
yeah.
That sounds questionable right there.
Maybe so.
What about the not like the non-dairy ice creams, like the things that start with coconut milk ice cream or almond milk ice cream? Is that still vanilla?
Yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't be. Like vanilla is a flavoring that they use to enhance other flavorings a lot of the time. And so you can do it in any of the different types of milk. But it's often one of the things that it does is like help marry flavors. So
Yeah.
even if you don't taste the vanilla, sometimes they'll be putting vanilla in it to like enhance what's there. And that's what happens with chocolate. So almost basically all chocolate has vanilla in it. It's just one of the things that they put in there to make the chocolate taste even more chocolatey.
I make vanilla chia pudding, and I make it with a little bit of vanilla extract and also with unsweetened vanilla almond milk.
I'm gonna go get a milkshake because I shouldn't have milkshakes. I get a malted chocolate bacon milkshake. Oh my god.
Wait, I
yes.
was with you
Where
up
is
for a
that?
second. Hold
Where
on.
is that?
Malted chocolate, and then what did you say?
Bacon.
Oh dear Lord! What?
Too much.
My sister has watched me drink it. She's like, "What did you order?" I'm like,
No, I need
"Don't
that
judge
right
me.
now.
I don't judge you."
Need it now. Need it
No
now.
king shaming.
Nico's coming at me strong by saying, "But Keith, your favorite fruit is plain rice." Ow! That is not true. I like fried rice.
It's true. He does like that.
And sushi rice, which is not plain,
No,
but are both
that has an
rices.
ingredient in it.
Mm-hmm. We've got name ideas.
Bellini, Sherbert, Topaz, and Cheeto.
Those are the orangey things that come to mind. That makes sense. Okay. That is good. All right. I don't think that Nico agrees with me on the fact that those things are not plain rice. Bacon milk. What I like, Danny, is that you shouldn't be having milkshakes, so that when you do have milkshakes, you just go completely sideways on it. Like, you can't like half-ass the milkshake and be like, I'm just gonna have like a vanilla milkshake because I feel like having a cheat day. You're like, put bacon in it.
Whole ass the milkshake.
Yeah.
If I am going to have a milkshake, I'm going to love it, which means it's going to be unhealthy for me. And my sister wanted a milkshake while she was up here for Christmas Eve for nostalgia. And she's like, where do we get milkshakes? I'm like, we're driving around staring at Christmas lights at 8 p.m. at night in Vermont. There's no place to get the milkshake.
Oh my goodness.
Five Guys was open. And she's like, I'll do that one.
All right.
Emily, of course she's not keeping them all. None of them are pure black.
Yeah, that's true. That is a fact. I think what did that order look like? Do you think it was like, do you have milkshakes? Yeah. Can I get like a chocolate malted milkshake? And they were like, would you like whipped cream on that? And they were like, and Danny's like, pork fat. I want pork fat in the milkshake. How do I make that happen?
Pork fat belongs in everything. Fight me.
It's very Filipino of you. If any of the two orangey cats were female, I would say you could name them Princess Peach.
That would be a good one. Princess Peach. Lots of references there. All right. So what's the plan? What are we doing? You were the quiz mistress, right?
Oh God, I don't know what we're doing.
What are we doing? Are we calling it?
Yeah.
Do we have to call it?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, that is it,
Hockey,
everybody.
Dinner.
Yeah, we got to go do dinner and watch some hockey. We appreciate everybody hanging out. But this is great news. Like we said, this may be the beginning of the end of this particular run that we've had. We used to do it every day. Then we went to every other day. And then we did it once a week. And now we're seeing that even that just isn't garnering people because people have things to do because they can go do things. So we're coming out the other end of all of this. Remember when we first did this and we had like 25 people on, and because people were like, I don't even know what to do. What do I do when I'm not actually doing things? And we made a thing, and it happened to work out for a while. And now people are starting to get back to being normal. People are now.
These people will never be normal.
No, that is true. None of them will be normal, but they will be able to interact with other people at some point in the near future. So that's pretty exciting. We're putting together a list of places we'd like to drive to. We figure that's kind of the first step, right? Is not getting on planes or like cruise ships or anything like that, but maybe we can like get in our own car and we would have limited interactions, gas stations and things like that, and then be able to interact with people we know, friends and stuff like that in other places and travel that way.
We need to have my first serious road trip in my car.
Yeah. So starting to make lists of that, going and seeing your dad over in Charlottesville and my mom up in Delaware. Let's see. Richmond has made the list.
Oh, yeah.
New York has made the list, right?
Raleigh,
North Carolina. We've got friends and family there. Maybe Boston. That's where Caitlin was born. So that might be fun.
Atlantic City was on our
Atlantic
list.
City, perhaps. That might be later in the year, though, because that's the things you do in Atlantic City are very like bunch of people at a table oriented. Yeah. So we might hold off until later in the year on that, but some of these other things we might be able to squeeze in earlier on. Family, I think we can definitely do first family and friends, and then from there we'll expand a little as the world gets a little safer and easier to navigate, and we all get our magic superpowers to be able to fight off viruses. And it sounds like so far, even though there are some variants that are out there, the vaccines that we have seem to be fairly good against the ones that we've heard about so far, at least the ones that we get here in the United States. So that's pretty exciting. Hopefully they're won't be a resurgence of one that that isn't being combated. But yeah, we'll and Savannah, you've put Savannah on the list.
Well, I think that's for when we were able to fly. That's a pretty long driving trip. I
Maybe,
think.
I don't know. It could be. We'd have to just have more time.
Yeah.
And hit things along the way. That's the key. All right. Well, that is it. Unfortunately, with not enough people to do the full show, we are going to call it a day. So, everyone, thanks for joining us. Don't forget that we are available 7 o'clock on Thursdays. We go live on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. We're Another Wasted Hour in all those places. And if we can't go live for some reason, we'll post that up to our social media. That's A Wasted Hour on Twitter and Another Wasted Hour on Instagram and Facebook. And you can join our super secret Facebook group called Another Wasted Group. And yeah, and that's where you'll get early news about kittens and things like that, because we found out that that was going to be happening there. Don't forget also, since you do have some time on your hands, if you were planning to be hanging out with us for the next 90 minutes, there are back episodes of Another Wasted Hour, the podcast available. It's free anywhere you get podcasts. To search for Another Wasted Hour. There's some trivia there. There's some really crazy news around the internet, lots of comedy, and you'll be exposed to local area artists and musicians from the DC area, people you've probably never heard of before, but very talented folks. So go check that out. If you enjoy it, subscribe, give us a review and some stars. We would appreciate it. So until next time, until next Thursday at 7 o'clock, everybody stay safe, stay healthy, go get your vaccines. And what is the final word of the show?
Kitties!
Kitties is the final word of the show. And if you join perhaps our super secret group, Another Wasted Group on Facebook, maybe Nico will be doing the naming contest up there. And yes, Rebecca, we will need to get together soon. Once we are all vaccinated and feeling like we can take on the world, we're going to do that. And belly rubs for Mackenzie as well, of course. All right, everybody, have a great night. That is it. We'll see you 7 o'clock Thursday next week. Good night, everyone. Where's my outro? There it is.